What's up, y'all? It's Digital Hustle, another cryptocurrency video. In this video, I'm going to talk about Genesis mining. Before we get into this video, I want to remind you guys, as always, I am not, I'm going to say it one more time, I am not your motherfucking financial advisor. You hear me? These videos for entertainment purposes only. Alright, so let's jump into what's going on with the video for today. Genesis mining. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room. A lot of you guys, if you follow the scene, you know that there was a report of like $2 million worth of GPUs stolen from a facility in Iceland. Now, I'm not sure if that's the exact amount because I don't have the article in front of me, but it was a large amount of money worth of GPUs that were stolen. So today, Genesis Mining Twitter has updated their page and said that while they empathize with the situation, that it was not from their facilities and all of their mining equipment is safe and sound. Now, I got in on Genesis Mining, I think last October. They had a pre-sale for Bitcoin mining contracts, which if you've ever heard me talk about Genesis, are what I consider to be the bee's knees of mining, because those contracts are open-ended, meaning that they will mine Bitcoin as long as it's profitable. There's no term on it. They are the best of the best contracts, in my opinion. But those are sold out because obviously these are great contracts, so they're not going to be enough contracts for everybody to have one. So they usually do a pre-sale for them, and you just got to get them. And they're usually available for a day. I'll do a video as soon as they're available because I'm going to get some more as soon as they're available. But let's see what, since you can't get these Bitcoin contracts, a lot of people asking, is there anything that you can do on Genesis mining? So I haven't looked into it, but we're going to do that shit together right now. So I am going to look and see what packages are available. And I think they got Ethereum and something else, but we're going to see together because, you know me, I don't pre-write my shit. That's why every fucking video I do is a stream. It's all off the top of my dome. I don't be, you know, having no preconceived notion of what I'm going to be talking about. I just kind of go with the flow. So let's jump into it. So it looks like obviously the Bitcoin is still out of stock. These prices tend to go up when they come back in stock too, but they'll do a pre-sale more than likely before they actually have a regular sale. So you're just going to have to be on top of that. Now Bitcoin is out of stock. Dash is out of stock. Ethereum is in stock. Litecoin is out of stock. Monero is out of stock, and Zcash is in stock as well. Now you'll notice that if you look at these, they say limited pre-sale. So these are pre-sales, you know what I mean? Genesis has been doing so well that they do not typically do regular sales. You got to get them in advance, and then you go from there. Now let's look at what the terms are of these contracts, because they're different from the Bitcoin contracts in the fact that they are not actually, you know, unlimited, open-ended contracts. So they come in different speeds, and how it works is like if you were into mining, you would, when you build a mining rig, because I build mining rigs too, I don't know if you saw my other videos, the speed that you get your rig up to based on how many GPUs you use is in direct correlation to how much crypto you're going to earn. So it's no different here with cloud mining. You pick the speed that you want to pay for. So I would usually honestly try to go with the middle package. I know that's kind of pricey, but that's just what I would do. So we're going to go off these numbers. Now all the packages are the same, meaning that they have a 2-year contract. Again, these are not open-ended. They're 2-year contracts, meaning after 2 years they're done mining. And then the mining would start, it looks like, I don't know how to read these dates. It's either April 30th. I think it's April 30th. Where I'm from, we write the dates differently. It looks like April 30th is when they're going to start it this year, 2018. And there's no maintenance fee. So just click on plan details just so you can get the extra details. I'm going to go ahead and break it down. It says Ethereum is a decentralized platform that runs blah, blah, blah. We know what Ethereum is. The contract time, the Ethereum mining plans will run for a maximum of 24 months. However, should Ethereum switch to proof of stake, because this is important, guys, because you know they're saying Ethereum will eventually switch over to proof of stake, which means that the only way to generate more coins will be through staking them. Right now, there's still proof of work, meaning that you can mine them. That's what proof of work is. Proof of work means you can mine. Proof of stake means you have to stake them. But if they do that before the end of the term, they'll use the least hardware on the best effort to base the most profitable coin with the hardware for you. Please refer to the contract for further details. And then it also says no maintenance fees. Now we're just going to go back to Bitcoin because I do want to show you there is a maintenance fee with the Bitcoin. Let's see if I can see that. Maintenance. See on Bitcoin, they do have that maintenance fee. The open-ended contracts for as long as they're profitable. Current maintenance fee is 0.00028 per gigahash per day. Be aware that the fee is fixed in US dollars and can be deducted daily from the payouts in BTC. Please refer to the contract for further details. So ain't none of that with the Ethereum. So let's figure out if that's profitable. So we're going off this middle medium package, which would be $4,440. So in order to find out if this is profitable or not, what we would do is we would go to Google and we would Google Ethereum mining calculator. Okay, and that'll pull up a site called Coin Wars. I'm gonna go back so you can see it right here. When I type in Ethereum mining calculator, you see right here it says, where's that? The very first answer is Coin Wars. This Coin Wars site right here. So you're gonna click that, and you can do that for any cryptocurrency. Just type in blank mining calculator, and if Coin Wars has one, you can probably get a pretty good answer of what's going on. So it's asking what's the hash rate. So the hash rate, again, from the contract we're doing is 120 mega hashes. So we would change this to 120. Now the good thing about Coin Wars is a lot of the information is already filled out. Now the next question is power. There's no power being used because this is really for people that are using mining rigs that consume power. So this is a factor of that, but we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to make that 0. And then it says power cost. Again, we're not paying any power cost. Okay, so then we get to the difficulty. That's the current difficulty. We definitely don't want to change that, or the block reward, or the ETH/BTC price, or none of this stuff we want to change, except for the hardware cost, because we got to pay for this shit, right? Okay, so let's see. The hardware cost is, what is it, 4,440? 4,440. A lot of fours. And we click calculate. $4,440. Yeah, I just have to make sure I had that right. Okay. So, according to this, it would take, at the current price of Ethereum, it would take 511 days to break even. So if a 2-year contract and each year is 365 days in a year, that means that at 511 days you would break even. So you would definitely break even. Let's see how many days 511 days is. Hold on. Let's calculate that. That's about 17 months. So after 17 months, you would be breaking even on that. And then the rest of that, out of the 24 months, which would be an extra 7 months basically, you get 7 more months of payouts. Now if you look down here, at this price that we're talking about right now, you would earn around $260 a month. So after that 17 months, you would start earning $260 a month. So that would be $260 times the 7 more months left. You would earn around $1,800 in profit. So technically this is still profitable. Now for me, I like to see my contracts a little more profitable than that. But like with the Bitcoin contracts, I think I'm breaking even in like, shit, I want to say like 100 and something days, but I don't really remember because I bought these contracts so long ago. And they're open-ended contracts, so they're going forever. So obviously that's going to be way more profitable. But this is profitable too at this point with these prices. Real quick, we're going to look at the Zcash one too, because I want to touch on that. So let's look at Zcash and what they got going on here. Okay, again, we're going to do the middle package. They're doing the same thing, 2-year contract. They're also doing the same date. They're starting on April 30th of 2018. Let's look at the plan details. Still 24 months and no maintenance fee for the contract. So these are $2,600, and you get 1,000 hashes. So let's look what that's going to do. Okay, this is Zcash. So we got, how many hashes was that again? 1,000 hashes, right? I'm going to zero out this power again because we're not using power. It's cloud mining. They're worrying about that. And then the hardware cost is the price of the contract, which is $2,600. I'm going to go ahead and calculate that shit. Alright, so what else we got here? Oh, these take even longer to break even at this price. It's going to take 613 days to break even. So 613 days is approximately 20 months. And you are earning $127 a month, which is less. So really, the Zcash contracts are profitable. You would get like $127 a month for like 4 months in profit. Give you around a $500 profit on that contract. So I guess it depends on how much money you got, because these contracts are obviously cheaper. They're $2,600 versus $4,440. So it takes longer to get your money back on these, but it costs you less money for the contract. So I guess that would be the bonus. If you're working with less money, over the course of 2 years, you would make $500. So it's up to you to determine if that's a type of ROI that'll work for you. Personally, the Ethereum seems to work better, just because it gives you a higher return, but it does cost more. Now, something to consider is that also that's assuming the price never changed of Ethereum. So if the price of Ethereum went down or the price of Zcash went down, you could probably lose some money on that. But if the price of Ethereum goes up or Zcash goes up, then you might make some money. But you also got to consider the difficulty. If you look at these, they already got the difficulty factored in. But that's today's difficulty. If you look right there, that's the difficulty. That's today's difficulty. And the difficulty can go up and down based on the price and just how much is going on with it. But as the difficulty goes up, it slows down how fast you can mine. So if the difficulty goes up too much, it could make the contract not profitable. But if the price goes up and the difficulty kind of goes along with the same with the price at the same rate, you can make the same amount of money basically. So I am happy with my mining contract, but again, I was waiting for the Bitcoin mining contracts. But I mean, I would consider getting these Ethereum mining contracts too, because really, Genesis has been the most tried and true way to earn cryptocurrency in the space. That's why people know about it and it sells out so fast, and they're doing these limited pre-sales because, I mean, shit sells out. So if you were considering jumping into Genesis mining, I have a link in the description. Now, I also have, if you're already a member of Genesis mining, I got my code in the description too. And if you use that code, when you go to checkout, it'll be a place where it says apply code. If you use mine, it'll give you 3% off that package. So that can actually save some money and reduce how many days it takes to break even. And every time you use that code, they kick me back something too. So it helps support the channel. So I think I get paid in hash power. So when you do that and use my code, I think I get, I don't know, I get like 3% of that in hash power, if that makes sense. So it helps me to, build up my mining. But I've already got some contracts, but like I said, mine are Bitcoin because I jumped on those. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they came out, I bought them right away. And I even had a situation where I paid it for them and they weren't showing up, but they eventually ended up showing up. It took about a month, but it came. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, the link is in the description. Don't forget to smash the like button and the subscribe button. Thank you guys. Peace. And let's get this money.